Today I thought I'd share what I've learned from being in menopause. My menopause symptoms started to develop when I was 48 years of age. And as of sharing this video, I've had over 5 years of dealing with my menopause symptoms. At this stage, I'm still technically in perimenopause, as I've only missed around 4 consecutive months of periods. A woman is considered to be in menopause the day after missing 12 consecutive months of period. This is a period that's not stopped by contraception, medications, or other health issues. The first thing that I've learned about being in menopause is the importance of exercise and a healthy lifestyle in the run-up to perimenopause, during menopause transition, and beyond. Before the age of 48 or 49, when my menopause symptoms started developing, I never even knew the word menopause existed. It was only when I went to see my doctor about my low moods and depression that he diagnosed my symptoms as early menopause. It was then that I started my research into menopause to have a better understanding of what was going on in my body and what to expect. The reason I've since learned that our lifestyle is important in the run-up to perimenopause is because at the time I was exercising regularly. I was either going to the gym 4 to 5 times per week or running around 8 to 10k 4 to 5 times per week when I found out the pleasure of running outside. Running outside also meant that I didn't have to spend money on a gym membership. Around the age of 48, my lifestyle changed. I stopped exercising regularly, I ate out a lot more often, and that included drinking more alcohol. After several months of this lifestyle, my menopause symptoms of low moods, depression, and disturbed sleep developed and got worse. Nowadays I exercise, but never to the extent as when I was in my late 30s and early 40s. What I've discovered is that when I don't exercise, I really notice my symptoms, and my aches and pains also get worse. So how does regular exercise help with menopause? This may be different for everyone, but I find that exercise helps me in several ways. It makes me feel really tired and relaxes me, so I get better sleep. Exercise also helps to keep my muscles and ligaments strong, so I don't have so many aches and pains in my neck and shoulders. I have better control of my emotions, and I no longer go through days when I feel really depressed. I still have days when I feel low, but a lot of the time I feel low for genuine reasons. The second thing that I've learned about being in menopause is the importance of a healthy diet. I didn't really know about changing my diet to manage my menopause symptoms until after I qualified as a nutritional therapist and had the time to research menopause. Before that, I was eating what I thought was a healthy diet, but I didn't know that specific foods help to ease menopause symptoms better. I also didn't know that eating certain foods made my symptoms worse. Through trial and error, I now know that foods such as cruciferous vegetables have compounds that support the metabolism and balance of estrogen. More often than not, it's the imbalance of hormones that makes menopause symptoms worse, which is why we need to support our hormones to stay in balance as much as possible. And we're not just talking about our sex hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. I've also learned the importance of supporting our stomach acid and digestive enzymes. This is because we need sufficient stomach acid and digestive enzymes to break our food down into small enough particles so that we can absorb the nutrients we need for menopause from the food that we eat. My diet also includes lots of oily fish and healthy fats to support the production and balance of my hormones. I also make sure that I include lots of proteins in my meals Over the years, I came to realise that one reason that I wake up in the middle of the night is because my blood sugar levels drop too low while I'm sleeping. And this releases the cortisol or stress hormones that wakes me up and keeps me awake. So nowadays I make sure that I have enough proteins in my diet to help me sleep through the night. It's common knowledge that processed foods do nothing to support our health, but I believe in balance and that food is also about enjoyment. But over time I came to realise that too many processed, as well as sugary and high carbohydrate foods, not only made my symptoms worse, they're also triggers for my hot flushes. I haven't totally cut them out of my diet, but I have drastically reduced them in my diet compared to how much I ate of them before being in perimenopause. The third thing I've learned about being in menopause is to love yourself. This time in our life can enhance our feelings of insecurity and loneliness. The hormonal changes of menopause can result in physical and metabolic changes that can affect our overall mental health and how we see ourselves. Lower estrogen levels affect our skin, including our digestive system. And this can affect the balance of serotonin, which controls our mood, feelings of well-being and happiness. Add to that the memory issues, greying hair, looser skin, wrinkles, low or no libido, low energy and many other physiological changes. And for some women, no longer being able to have children might also be a factor. There's also the social stigma that a woman at midlife is no longer seen as the beautiful, capable woman she once was. All these factors that once defined us as a woman can affect our self-esteem and confidence. It's no wonder we feel frustration, restlessness, apathy, boredom, sadness, and a sense of feeling lost. We grieve for the woman we once were. So what have I learnt about this? I've learnt that it's important to take time out for yourself, whether that means just having a bath, going for a walk, listening to music, or being with friends. Listen, read, or watch something that lifts you up spiritually. This isn't about religion. This is about nurturing yourself from the inside and doing things for you that makes you happy. I find that going for a walk in nature can be really uplifting. I also listen to, watch videos or read books from Louise Hay, Abraham Hicks and Marissa Peer. These have been instrumental in enabling me to feel more in control of my emotions. Louise Hay is a writer and lived her life showing people how to live a positive, empowered life. I will put a link to her book that I read many years ago that helped me learn how to love myself. Another book that's helped me is a book by a motivational hypnotherapist known as Marissa Peer. She started the movement known as I Am Enough. She showed me how to believe in my self-worth when I watched one of her YouTube videos a few years ago. In the video, she said, out of the millions of sperm released at conception, you were the one who made it and developed into you. This means that there's an infinite intelligence that wanted you to be here. Now I know this can seem a bit woo-woo for some people, but I understood this as I'm worthy of being here just as I am. And you should understand this about you too, and that you are worthy just by being you.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's sad or
One of the most important learning about menopause is that this is the stage in life when it's time to focus on something that makes you happy. Or better said, it's time to focus on you and your needs. What have you always wanted to do, be or have? I know that this isn't as simple as it sounds, but it focuses on your happiness and self-acceptance, instead of focusing on the changes that are often seen by society as negative changes. For me, starting this YouTube channel is my project in learning about myself and what makes me happy. Not only am I learning new skills in editing, I'm also learning how to be more creative when it comes to editing videos. What would you like to be doing to express yourself? The fourth thing that I've learned about menopause is not to compare yourself with other women. We will all go through menopause in our way, and our lifestyle, diet, genetics, and many other factors will influence our symptoms and our experiences. Our symptoms might also change over time. For example, my diet and lifestyle changes have really improved my low moods and depression. However, I still have issues with sleep disturbance, and this can be better or worse depending on my diet, exercise or lack thereof, stress levels, carbohydrates and alcohol intake. But my sleep is a lot better now than it was a few years ago when I was existing on just 5 full nights of sleep per month at the beginning of my menopause journey. I've also developed hot flashes since started missing my periods, whereby when I was still getting periods, I never had hot flashes. For some women, as they progress through their menopause or perimenopause journey, they may find that their symptoms improve or they get worse, or may even develop more symptoms. In this journey of ours, you have to do what's right for you, whether that means going on hormone replacement therapy or going through menopause naturally. There's already so many changes going on for us at menopause that we should not be judging another woman for doing what's right for her. So these are just a few things I've learned from being in perimenopause. How long have you been in perimenopause or menopause, and what are your experiences? Let me know in the description down below. If you'd like to know how you can make changes to your diet that may help reduce your menopause symptoms, or if you want to know how to keep your mature skin younger looking, check out these other videos. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.